Scene 22. Interior, Vance drawing room. The scene is the polar opposite of the bustling theatre. The room is dark, lit only by a single lamp. The only sound is the severe ticking of the mantel clock. Theresa sits ramrod straight in her chair, not reading, not doing needlepoint, just waiting. Her posture is a study in controlled fury. Eleanor enters quietly.
Will you not be retiring soon, Mother Vance? It is getting late.
Your husband is out with that man. And anything involving that man puts Cora at risk. I am simply keeping watch.
Eleanor understands, but doesn't necessarily agree. She gives a small, sad nod and begins to retreat. Instead, Plutus sweeps in. He stops when he sees his mother sitting there, a sentinel in the dim light. He straightens his waistcoat, bracing himself. He leans in to kiss Eleanor.
Darling, Mother, you're still up.
It's not a question, it's an accusation. He is immediately on the defensive.
Of course, I cannot sleep. Not until I know what you and the Earl of Ashworth were about this evening. I will not lay down my head until I know what deal you have made with that man regarding my blood and bone.
We took in a play at the Royal Lyceum, and I heard him out on an arrangement that secures your granddaughter's future and protects this family's interests. I will be accompanying Cora tomorrow to assess the work and finalize my decision. Eleanor, perhaps you and Mother can enjoy the boating festivities with the children.
That sounds lovely, don't you think, Mother Vance?
It smells like fish.
Scene 24. Interior, the studio, Saturday afternoon. Cora Vance is in the maiden gown, holding her pose on the platform. The painting on the easel is magnificent, nearly complete. Plutus Vance and T. Corbin Croft stand before it. Plutus is silent for a long moment, taking it all in. Corbin waits, not interrupting. Plutus steps closer to the canvas, his businessman's eye assessing the work.
Remarkable. The precision of the brushwork, the sheer labour involved. It's an extraordinary piece of craftsmanship, Mr. Croft.
This is praise Corbin can understand, but it's not what he's looking for. Plutus then turns his head slightly, looking from the painted Cora on the canvas to the real Cora on the platform. His expression softens. The pragmatist vanishes, replaced by a man seeing a ghost.
But that's not it, is it? It's not just the skill. You've captured something. Not just her likeness. You've painted my brother's spirit, that fire, that complete disregard for the world when art was before him. I haven't seen that look since he was still boyish.
He looks back at Cora, who has overheard this. Her expression is one of stunned, vulnerable revelation. Her uncle has connected her not to her familial duty, but to her father's soul. Plutus turns back to Corbin, his decision made. The deal is no longer just about business.
My mother is wrong, Mr. Croft. This must continue. As I discussed with Lord Alaron, you shall have space to work. When do you expect to be finished with Cora today so I can return by then? I'll leave her in your employ while I finish arrangements with your patron.
Uncle?
I have every trust in your safety and that Lord Alaron has made arrangements to ensure you are kept respectable. No need for fear.
But the matron? She won't hear of such an arrangement. She'll be venomous.
As I said, my mother is wrong. I will address her concerns. You are to work on this and continue to shine with all that Vance fire. Show the world who you are.
I'll have the right light for another hour or two, sir.
Good. I will be back by then, my dear.
The heavy studio door clicks shut. The silence that follows is completely different from the tense quiet of the Vance home. It is alive, charged with creative energy. Cora is still processing her uncle's words, her expression vulnerable. Corbin watches her for a moment, his own expression softening. He paints another detail in silence. He goes to his camera and prepares it. He gives her no direction, just disappears under the heavy cloth and manipulates the device until we hear the click-clack of the image being captured. He finishes the actions with the camera, then turns to her. The formal master craftsman is gone. He approaches her not as a director, but as a fellow artist.
He is right, you know. What I see on that canvas, It is not just you. It is a spirit, a fire. The same one I saw in the gallery.
He is closer to her now than he has been before, no longer separated by the easel or the camera, not the decorum of direction. He is speaking to her, not to his muse.
I never knew him. The man whose fire I have. I hold on tight to it, but I don't know about him, about its source.
You don't have to. I didn't know him either, but I've seen his work. You are his echo, his legacy, and our work will be the hymn that sings his name back into a world that tried to forget him. Are you ready to see what you've heard them all praise?
Corbin reaches out his hand to her to aid her down the step of the platform. Cora takes his hand and he escorts her to the other side of the easel. He moves with her as a man at ease. For Cora, it is more like how her uncle would move with her than a suitor or a dance partner at a social event. Once in front of the painting, she stops. Her hand flies to her mouth, stifling a small gasp. On the canvas, the girl is undeniably her. The red hair, the blue eyes. But it's a version of herself she has only ever met in her most private daydreams. The girl in the painting is not stiffly posed like a society portrait. Her head is tilted with genuine curiosity. Her posture is relaxed, graceful, poised. The light doesn't just fall on her, it seems to emanate from within her. But it's the eyes that steal her breath. Corbin has captured a look she knows intimately, a look of deep, soulful longing for a world just beyond the frame. It's the expression she feels when she stares out the drawing room window, the one she has spent her entire life learning to hide. She sees herself, not as the matron's project, but as a complete person, full of a quiet, vibrant life. She reaches out a trembling finger, stopping just short of touching the canvas.
She looks free and yet weighted as well.
Corbin watches her, his expression soft. He understands. He has not just shown her his art, he has shown her herself.
She is. And so are you.
Before Cora can respond, the heavy studio door opens. Plutus, Lord Alaron, and his man Mr. Davies enter. The quiet, sacred atmosphere of the studio is instantly shattered by their presence. They are the world of commerce and power, invading the world of art. Alaron's eyes immediately go to the painting. He gives a slow, satisfied nod. Plutus, however, looks at Cora, seeing the genuine, vibrant emotion on her face.
I have spoken with Lord Ashworth. He agrees with my assessment. The trial was a success. We are proceeding with the full commission.
Mr. Davies places a heavy, formal contract on a nearby table.
A formality, to ensure all parties are protected.
The subtext is clear. To ensure his investment is protected. Cora looks from the contract to her uncle's resolute face to Alaron's predatory smile. She then looks at Corbin. He gives her a slight, almost imperceptible nod. He wants this. He needs this. Finally, she looks back at the painting on the easel, at the image of the free woman she could be. She walks to the table. She picks up the pen. We see her hand tremble for just a moment before it becomes steady. She signs her name, Cora Vance. The camera holds on her face as she finishes the final stroke. Her expression is a complex, unreadable mask of fear, excitement, and the dawning realization that she has just willingly signed herself over to the kings of the underworld.
Velvet curtains, ticking clock, a statue dreaming on the block. Fingers trace the frost on glass. Another perfect Sunday past. They say my duty is my name, to to snuff a wild and whispered flame. Fences don't create, she said, left the artist in me dead. But you told me I have a spirit, a ghost. I'm finally allowed to hear it. Now I'm stepping into the light. A ghost of the inversion in the night. The world turns upside down for me. To finally be free, to finally be free. A gallery of painted lies reflected in a suitor's eyes. Then a voice that saw my soul, a story waiting to be told. A field of asphodel at dawn, a hymn to innocence is drawn. And in your study, cold and dim, you spoke a truth, you spoke of him. 'Cause you told me I have a spirit, a ghost. I'm finally allowed to hear it. Now I'm stepping into the light. A ghost of the inversion in the night. The world turns upside down for me. To finally be free. To finally be free. This Grecian gown feels more like skin than all the cages I've been in. He sees a goddess, sees a queen, a world I've only ever seen in dreams. And in the dark, a chemical haze, my face appears and holds his gaze. A ghostly inversion, a click, a clack, a new creation. My father's pride, my salvation.